Man, this guy's really been giving me some trouble in this invasion. I'm not too sure I'm going to be able to win this one, unless he makes some kind of big mistake. Like that. Well, that was pretty easy. In the invader circles I'm in, I see a lot of people have some complaints over overleveled fingers and people who use the most meta tools in the game available to them. So today I thought I'd talk a bit about some of my strategies about how I deal with them when I go invading. For this first invasion, I thought I'd talk about Stars of Ruin. We all know about it. It lasts a while, it's easy to spam, does a fair bit of damage, and it's hard to dodge. I think most folks would call it pretty cheesy, to be honest. But if all the mage is doing is spamming that one spell, it's honestly not all that hard to counter. In fact, you can even turn it to your advantage in some ways. In this invasion, I'll try to do just that. This one overleveled mage is just going to keep spamming Stars of Ruin, and that's going to win me the invasion, actually. Y'all remember Carrion Retaliation? A few months ago was all the rage. Was glitchy as all get out, sometimes would be invisible, did way too much damage. Now it's fixed, but it's still very good. Especially at these low levels where nobody levels their vigor. In many cases, it actually either one-shots or almost one-shots people, in fact. And because this overleveled mage just spams that one spell, I'm able to retaliate it and win the invasion. So even though he used very good gear, he didn't use it smartly. Now let's take a look at one of the most infamous weapons in this game, Rivers of Blood paired with Vari's Mask. By all accounts, it's arguably the strongest build in the game in terms of raw damage in PvP. But this person isn't using it very well. See, Rivers of Blood does blood flame build-up, and he keeps using it near the fire barrels, which means he keeps blowing himself up and wasting his red flask. Furthermore, I don't believe I've seen him use anything except for Corpse Piler this invasion, which means that eventually he's gonna run out of FP. So to win, all I theoretically have to do is bide my time until he runs out, and then stay on top of him. To that end, I have my own weapon, the Great Epee, and I put Piercing Fang on it. The heavy thrusting swords have great running attacks, so whenever he's in the middle of, his chain attacks, I can just rush in with a running attack and poke him. Now, in a second, that same bleed build, they'll make a big mistake that will win us this invasion. Right about now. See that? He's out of FP. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stay on him as much as I can to make sure that he can't drink back up. Because if he can't drink, he can't use Corpse Piler. And now that I'm not giving him any space, it's as if he's forgotten how to play the game. All he's doing is throwing fan darts at me. And they're annoying, but they don't really do a lot of damage. And now that his build is gone, I can win this invasion very easily. Now, I did kill that Phantom with Rivers of Blood so I could, give myself some breathing space and fight this host the way I want to win, with my sword and board. However, there's no rule saying I have to do that. All the invader has to do to win an invasion is to kill the host. And it's easiest to kill the host, arguably, when they have their overleveled Phantom, because when they have their Phantom, they think they're invincible. And that means that they're going to make more mistakes, because they're reckless. Same story in this final invasion. It's not about killing everybody all the time, but it's about killing the right guy. They don't see me, I get the drop on him. And even though this Phantom has Rivers of Blood and Vare's Mask, I still win, just because I killed the right guy. And that'll be it, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like or a subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Stay safe, stay classy. Later, y'all.